Oh, ooh, interesting. Rolflalshish requests. The Walrus and the Carpenter. Thank you, Columbia Skies. And thank you, Aspen. For funsies? No, my wife would kill me to grow my hair out that long again. It was that long when she married me. Well, right before she married me. I had it long enough that it was actually, I kept it in a ponytail. And she hates long hair, but married me anyway. But I cut it off right before the wedding. Okay. The Walrus and the Carpenter. Ooh, 3 pages. Make sure I turn this off first so that it's not playing at the same time. Okay, good. Just that one. Why no wife on cam? Because she has no desire to be on camera. The Walrus and the Carpenter were walking close at hand. They wept like anything to see such quantities of sand. If this were only cleared away, they said, it would be grand. If 7 maids with 7 mops swept it for half a year, do you suppose, the Walrus said, they could get it clear? I doubt it, said the Carpenter, and shed a bitter tear. O oysters, come and walk with us, the Walrus did beseech. A pleasant walk, a pleasant talk along the briny beach. We cannot do with more than 4 to give a hand to each. The eldest oyster looked at him, but never a word he said. The eldest oyster winked his eye and shook his heavy head, meaning to say he did not choose to leave the oyster bed. But 4 young oysters hurried up, all eager for the treat. Their coats were brushed, their faces washed, their shoes were clean and neat. And this was odd because, you know, they hadn't any feet. 4 other oysters followed them, and yet another 4, and thick and fast they came at last, and more and more and more. All hopping through the frothy waves and scrambled to the shore. The Walrus and the Carpenter walked on a mile or so, and then they rested on a rock, conveniently low, and all the little oysters stood and waited in a row. The time has come, the Walrus said, to talk of many things, of shoes and ships and sealing wax, of cabbages and kings, and why the sea is boiling hot, and whether pigs have wings. But wait a bit, the oysters cried, before we have our chat, for some of us are out of breath, and all of us are fat. No hurry, said the Carpenter. They thanked him much for that. A loaf of bread, the Walrus said, is what we chiefly need. Pepper and vinegar besides are very good indeed. Now if you're ready, oysters dear, we can begin to feed. But not on us, the oysters cried, turning a little blue. After such kindness, what would be a dismal thing to do? That would be a dismal thing to do. The night is fine, the Walrus said. Do you admire the view? It was so kind of you to come, and you are very nice, the Carpenter said. Nothing but cut us another slice. The Carpenter said, nothing but cut us another slice. I wish you were not quite so deaf. I've had to ask you twice. It seems a